Heaven is a perfect place. Do you know the acceptable level of sin in heaven? That's 0. Because if God allows sin into heaven, at that moment, heaven stops being a holy, perfect place. You can't be good enough. Listen to me. You can't be good enough to get into heaven. The 10 Commandments can't save you. The Sermon on the Mount can't save you. The Golden Rule can't save you. The only way to go to heaven is to be morally perfect. But the problem is we are all morally imperfect. So how are we going to go to heaven if it's a perfect place and God doesn't let sin in, but we are all sinful people? How in the world are we going to be able to get into heaven? Years ago in seminary, I took an evangelism class. It was interesting. They would teach us these diagnostic questions to ask lost people. And we literally went door to door. Got a lot of doors slammed in our face, and a lot of people actually interested in spiritual things. And one of the diagnostic questions we were taught to ask, I want you to listen to me. We were taught to ask people this. If you were to die tonight, and you were to stand before God, and God were to ask you, why should I let you into my heaven? What would you say? I can tell you 80% of the answers I hear from Christians, forget about lost people, from Christians, something like this. I tried my best. I volunteer in Sunday school. I did this, I did that. 80% of Christians start listing their spiritual resume. I just told you. You can't be good enough to go to heaven. God allows 1% of sin into heaven. It no longer is heaven. And you're now telling me how good you are? You're not good. I had another professor. You ever had a professor like this who's another test is this Thursday? And I'm going to give you the answer to the tests ahead of time. You ever had a professor do that? So they kind of go over the answer sheet ahead of time. Test is this week. Here's what's going to be on the test. I'm going to give you the answer. Can I do that for you right now? The test is going to be when you die and you stand before God, and God asks you, why should I let you into my heaven? Can I go and give you the answer ahead of time? Can I give you the answer ahead of time? Okay. Here's the answer. You shouldn't let me into heaven. I'm not worthy to go to this place. I'm a messed up person. I've done horrible things. I've thought horrible things. I've said horrible things. The answer, God, is you shouldn't let me into heaven. But that man, Jesus, your son, he died on the cross for every wicked thing I have ever done. He took the punishment. He paid the price. And so now I'm just trusting in him to get me to heaven. I can't get myself into heaven. I just trust in him, Jesus Christ. That's what we mean when we say Jesus is Savior.